After months of divisions in the bloc on Gaza, EU leaders at a summit in Brussels finally agreed on a common position.
The consensus of tonight is that we need an immediate humanitarian pause leading to a sustained ceasefire, the unconditional release of hostages, and the provision of humanitarian assistance.
It was the first time since the start of the war that all 27 member states backed a ceasefire. They also called on Israel not to undertake its planned invasion of Rafah, where more than 1 million Palestinians are sheltering in desperate conditions.
The situation is dramatic. I mean, we see today people who are trying to feed themselves by eating grass, people who are on the verge of being in a famine.
The catastrophic humanitarian situation in Gaza has forced EU leaders to harden their tone when it comes to Israel, marking a change from previous summits.
Certainly Israel has the right to defend, not to revenge, defend. Certainly we support the right of Israel to defend. But we say at the same time that it has to be done in accordance with international law and humanitarian law.
Ukraine was also on the agenda. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed the summit by video link. EU leaders promised to step up military support for Kyiv and possibly use profits from frozen Russian assets to buy weapons. They also agreed on the need to bolster the bloc's defence capabilities and rely less on NATO.
We
have today stated our determination to reinforce the pillar of European security and defence within the EU and looked at how we can finance it.
The EU has been criticised by some for having double standards in its different approaches to Ukraine and Gaza. But as leaders wrapped up the first day of their summit, they were at pains to underline that in both conflicts, the bloc expected all sides to adhere to the rules of international law. Natasha, Butler, Al Jazeera, Brussels.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.